However, for life to succeed, there also must be order. It's like, It's like how cells must work together and organs must serve their purpose. This is definitely some sort of Mass Effect kind of thing going on here. Well, in order for people to thrive, occasionally we must come along and kill everyone. Alright. You see, a system where chaos is stronger than order is likely to collapse, just as an organism which has succumbed to disease is likely to die. In short, we are not here to eradicate Chaos Winter, we are here to keep it in check. Oh. Anyway, where do you think we should go next? I was going to say, can we start actually getting somewhere? This is dragging on a bit, Cyrus. No offense, but I don't particularly like you. Well, someplace with a lot of information, I suppose. Allow me to get thinking about such a place. Oh, surprise, I'm done. The answer is so obvious, it's insulting. Inns aren't quite the same in good old Brighton. After all, I had already gone there during my first mediation. The library. That's not a bad shout, actually. Personally, I would just turn on the news and... Well, no, you wouldn't get anything from that, actually, because you just get local murder, racism, kidnapping, no news. Oh, you may as well just read the obituaries sometimes. Oh, well. No, that's not... Why would we go to the library? I mean, I get your line of thought. Libraries can tell you a lot about a world's history, and I would bet there are computers there too, considering the world we're in. Unfortunately, that kind of knowledge probably won't be so helpful for this job. Well, why don't we just type in everything and put in yahoo.com, and then we can just see the absolute nonsense they rise and realise that we just need to shoot everyone there. Much easier, much easier. What about scholarly journals, reliable sources? No, I think we should find a... Okay, so he's an alcoholic. Not everything's found in a bar. You can't always just go up to a bartender and be like, hey, I want information. Weirdo. Huh? What is it? Oh, well, I just had a thought. The bars here, like, special, like, library bars? Am I wearing any trousers? That's something I must sort out. I figured maybe you'd like to drink as you read, maybe. What? Winter, stop thinking about libraries. Well, what are we going to learn in a bar? That they drink lager here instead of ale? That cider's considered a bit gay? Oh, whatever, sorry. Bars here should be normal as far as I'm aware. We'll head there because bars are where people go to talk. With other friends. Cyrus then turns away to walk as if it is the natural thing to do. Well, it is not. I stand incredulously for 3 full seconds before realising that we are supposed to move ahead. Winter's a bit slow on the uptake. Yeah, lordy, lordy, lord. Well, here we are, walking along. This is street? I've seen a few vehicles pass us by. I guess it is, or should I say that I've heard them? For they've been loud. Yeah, you really haven't been doing a lot, have you? There are pretty sorry excuses for transportation, though. They have these grotesque metal protrusions out of their fronts, which billow dark smoke and occasionally drip liquid. Okay, so it's safe to say that now we're in England. As if that wasn't bad enough, most every frame of these things has looked like a bludgeon team went wild on it. They were such bewildering things that they distracted me from the matter at hand. Cyrus, is he not going to elaborate at all? He just walked off after telling me people talk at bars. I'm also guessing that I'm going to be a little too young to be drinking at this bar. So again, the whole thing of Cyrus is an alcoholic has been confirmed. Thanks, Cyrus. I would not have guessed that people talk at places. Isn't he supposed to be teaching me? How can I learn anything with such vague statements? Are we walking down the same street every now and again, or is this just a massive painting? Oh, well, we'll soon find out. Well, Winter, well. You need to go to the ice cream parlour, Winter, because they serve food, Winter, well. Goodness, how annoying. And hasn't he been annoying since orientation, pestering me and staring at me? An annoying and unlikable person, this Cyrus, with a reputation at that, I hear. He's not... that bad, is he? Yeah, I definitely think the streets are now repeating. I mean, serious, don't people talk everywhere? Sir, don't people talk everywhere? Isn't that the sort of things humans are known for in general? Aha! So it is back in Earth. Gotcha. Just checking. Where does the street end? Yeah, definitely the same thing over and over again. Or is it? Oh, God knows. I'll watch this back post-ed and everyone will be like, oh, of course it's not. It's all individual. Oh, well. Well, aren't you, Snippy? Oh, crap. I just ruined everything, didn't I? I need to stop thinking so much or I'll let my thoughts slip out. Ah, I shouldn't have said it like that. He's my superior. I better lower my grade down. This is schoolwork? This is fucking horrible schoolwork. We're evil at that. Sorry, sir. I didn't mean to be. It's just a bit frustrating when you don't explain yourself properly. Oh, I thought it was mostly self-explanatory. Not really at all, sir. Well, maybe it is. I don't really know anything about bars. Yeah, it's definitely the same street over and over again. I've never seen the outside of one. Ah, that's right. We're not really into drinking back home, are we? Fucking hell. Are you just a load of passive nothings? Is that what you are back home? You just sit around going, I think that's just it. Like native Indians. Ah, I don't know if I would say that. Perhaps not everyone is the same. Well, bars are generally a place where people go to unwind. And the alcohol loosens their lips, so to speak. They'll talk about almost anything, themselves, their troubles, and often the root of the problem will involve what is troubling the world's people. Like what? Oh, the Prime Minister's a little bit too harsh. Whatever. It's a useful place to visit. Speaking of problems, what was the issue of the last world you visited? Pollution. The world was kind of oldish and much less practical than ours. They kept throwing out their stuff wrong and had bad ways of making energy. Their water ended up getting poisoned and a lot of them were sick. Oh god, is this a metaphor that we should all recycle more? Ugh, it's like recycling cardboard. It's just the most pointless thing in the world. Long-term project, I assume? Yeah. My mentor had already been working on it for a while before I came. I think it was around 5 months. Holy shit, how old are we? People gonna be in jobs for 5 months? Dear Lord. That's so. Glad I'm assigned to short-term projects. It'd be something awful to get stuck with the same problem for nearly a year. Okay, so no, they're just like normal humans. They're not normal humans because they don't address themselves as such. I agree, but I don't know about the way you said it. How long did you shadow her? 3 days. Wow, I see. You've never had alcohol, have you? What? What the fuck was that? What the... We'll go back. Okay, hang on. And we'll see what that was. What happened there? You've never had alcohol, have you? Boosh! Okay, so it looks like her mother drunk as a child. Gotcha. No, sir, I would never... I mean, I'm too young. I stop in my tracks and he stops to turn. His lips curl in a kind of oh-ho-ho expression. Oh-ho-hoing at my innocence, ripe to be defiled. It is creepy. I am uncomfortable. Well, it definitely fit in Brighton. No, you wouldn't do anything against the rules, would you? Is that a test? A trick? A challenge? No, sir, I would not. Was that her drinking, or was it her mum? Well, whatever. His smile broadens at this, and my discomfort increases. You know, Winter, each world you visit will have its own laws, its own customs, and its own social graces. You're going to have to learn to make your mind a little more flexible if you want to succeed. I'm going to have you drink some alcohol at the bar. Excuse me? I don't want to. Besides, I'm underage. It's against the law. Or, it's not here? Well, Winter, in many cultures you would be expected to drink, even at your current age. How old am I? No one's told me this yet. You should really be ready for that. And you should know the effects alcohol has on yourself and others. What? He's telling me to break the law? What? No! No! This is completely out of my comfort zone. I probably hate alcohol even. Right? I do not want to do this. I mean, I know we're in another world, so it's not really the law, but... No, this is my conviction. I was born and raised to a set of rules, and I think it would be best to live by them. It is like I learned in class. One might think it best to try absorbing all aspects of culture met, however it is not advisable. In absorbing a culture, you run the risk of becoming absorbed by that culture as well. That's fine though, isn't it? If you're going to France, you drink wine. That's just a thing. Yeah, whatever. What do they know? They drink cider over there, aren't they? Gay. Mediators should not forget who they are. I am Winter Harrison. I will not be shaken by this. I'm going to assume I'm about 16. I don't think I can do that, sir. Winter. Yes, that's an order. This is part of your training. If you do not drink alcohol at the bar, I will be forced to fail you. Is this where the first choice is going to come into play? What? That isn't... That's not allowed. You can't make me do anything. Yes, he can. I most certainly can. I'm your mentor. Yep, that's what I said. He's your mentor. He's allowed to do that kind of horrible shit. Only for today, and you aren't always going to be that. I am told that there are choices in this game at some point. I'm not sure also. It might pick up later, but it is seeming a little bit slow. Just a little bit. Oh. Besides, you can't threaten me because I have my convictions and I won't forget who I am. I'm right. I can tell I'm right by my cheeks are flushed, my heart is pounding, and he looks wounded. Nope, that just means you hate him. I hurt him. I struck out against him and he knows he's wrong. It isn't just enough that he's hurting inside, though. I need to teach him a lesson. I need to knock it into him. Therefore, I will raise this trembling arm and trembling fist. I will raise it and grit my teeth, and I'll punch him right in his pathetic-looking chest. He's your mentor. Are you mental? You can't just go punching people. This is going to end very badly. Ha! What? Winter, what is this? I am rebelling against you. You're about half his size. That was never going to work, was it? Did you just punch me? I nodded my head quickly and with purpose. You did? What does it look like? My fist smashed into your ribs, didn't it? Well, smashed is... Ah. Is he about to disarm me or pat me on the head? All of a sudden my hair goes paff, as if something heavy has lightly fallen on it. I glance to find Cyrus is resting my hand on his head. Yep, nope, he's definitely patting it. In what must be the weirdest elbow ever. That shit is the 90-degree angle. It's not normal, Cyrus. You might want to take that looked at. Although I know what he is doing, in fact, I just said so, I'm still compelled to ask, what are you doing? Winter, fine. I won't force you to drink. You mean you can't? I mean I won't. I will, however, put forth a stern suggestion. It would be very wise of you to drink. It will help you ease into the taste of another place. I know what they've taught you, and I'd be lying if I said ignore what I've learnt. Just remember the way it's worded. You're allowed to let yourself go a little, just don't forget. I haven't forgotten, and neither have you, it seems. But you shouldn't be afraid to stepping outside of yourself, if only for a little while. I'm not entirely sure I know what's going on. This is weird. In a sense, that's what you're doing already in being here. So I urge you, Winter, have a pint. A pint? Oh my god, she's going to be fucking falling over chairs at this point. I'll... Just a little. Good enough? Well, there's a bar. Oh my god, we're going to a bar, not even a pub. Come on, Winter. That's a bar? What makes it any different from the other stores? It looks just the same from outside. They don't seem to pride themselves on distinction out here. Well, it's Brighton. People go to the bars regardless. I run my hand through my hair and grimace. I wonder if all these storefronts look like this. Maybe they're all bars. What a terrible thought. What if this culture loves to drink? Will I be expected to drink a lot? I hope not. Warily, I begin to follow Cyrus. What am I doing? This is so illegal. I wonder if I can report this. Right, let's hope it gets a little fast-paced here, because honestly, it is just a little bit slow, isn't it?